I am the true alpha male, the living legend of hair loss, and I am so in story mode. Back to the sticky notes, readdressing these abandoned ideas for my failed series, Self-Help Hacker. But see, part of being masculine, being independently confident, is knowing that you take risks and sometimes you fail. I made 73 episodes of Self-Help Hacker. Most of them barely cracked 30 views. Because, why? It's not about me, it's about everybody else. And that's the same way it is for you. So until I start feeding into what people are already obsessed with, which is themselves and their fear of hair loss, what I was doing, despite all the wisdom and intelligence in it, was not being appreciated. So now I've repurposed these abandoned topics for Self-Help Hacker. I'm putting hair loss in the title so that people actually watch the videos. Can you believe how honest I'm being? I mean, it's funny when people think that I'm not. They say, you're so dishonest. You admit that you make money from videos. It's like, I'm like being so explicitly honest that it makes people think that I'm not being honest. It's quite the irony there. The one I want to address on, oh, here it is at the bottom. It says, being bored makes you weak. And granted, that might be hitting a little too close to home because obviously this is being filmed in the middle of COVID-19 lockdown, myself included. I'd normally be at work if I wasn't on furlough till July 1st, and I hope it's not later than that. Miraculously, I hope it's sooner. But yes, being bored makes you weak. And granted, I know it. All of us YouTubers who make money, we're aware of what's going on. YouTube on our app shows us like a chart as far as if our views are up or down. For most of us, it's green and it's going straight up. And so is our revenue, and so is our watch time. It's because people don't have much else to do but watch Netflix and YouTube. So I'm making sure that I especially create a lot of content in my time when I would normally be at work. Might as well create more content for that. But being bored, the way I look at it, is ultimately a sign of immaturity. You know, for me as a dad, an actual dad, yes, I'm your internet dad, but in real life, I'm a dad. And part of what I'm constantly doing with my kids is saying, look, we've got all kinds of activities. We've got toys over here. We've got projects you can be working on. We've got schoolwork here. I'll read a book to you. We can go outside. There's lots of things we can do. But I need you to make that decision. And I'll support you, but I need you to make the decision. I don't want you depending on me to tell you what to do. Yes, I'll create some structure, but ultimately, I never want to hear I'm bored. You know, that's something I say as an actual dad to my real kids. But for my internet kids, that's something I want to remind you of. If you're bored, that's totally your problem. And it's also a sign of you're not a man yet. Because here's the thing. One of the things, let me pull up this. Here. I've referenced this before. Nick Shell's top 10 list of masculine traits based on society's perception, if you want to pause, and that way you can read that in detail. But ultimately, one of these on there is that, with the skill set. Number 3, finds identity in his unique skill set. He's aware of what he's good at. And I've talked about, too, to find what you're good at, you have to know what you're bad at. I had to grow up in school hating science and hating math because I wasn't good at it. My brain doesn't work that way. But I also grew up never spelling for study test and always getting 100. Loving creative writing, loving writing book reports, loving writing papers, because that's the thing I was good at. I knew what I was bad at, and by default, I knew what I was good at. And as I got older and matured, I developed skill sets on that. And as I got even older, I thought, okay, I know what I'm bad at, I know what I'm good at, I know what I need to make my skill sets about. And then on top of that is, how can I make money from it? See, that's a sign of maturity. Boredom is a sign of immaturity. If you're bored, I'm asking you to figure this out. If you're bored, then here's what you should do. Ask myself, what am I bad at? What am I good at? What are skill sets associated with that? How can I improve those skill sets? And then lastly, how can I make money off of that? Because ultimately, I'm probably going to be making money off of other people that are bored, the former version of myself. I used to be bored, but now I've become the entertainer, or I've become the one that produces the product. Maybe you're not good at talking in front of a camera and gaining subscribership on YouTube, but maybe you're good at making things with your hands, and you have a saw, and you can go to Lowe's or Home Depot, and you can make little nightstands and tables and things to sell on the internet that girls would like and make it all folksy looking, Americana, like Chip and Joanne Gaines or whatever, and you can make money off of that, do it. I don't care what your skill set is, figure it out what it is, and find a way to make money off of it. Boredom is a sign that you don't know who you are. Boredom is a sign that you're so obsessed with yourself. Am I going to go bald, my physical looks, thinking people are judging you off of that? Really? You want to impress a person? Build them a table and then start selling those. And then, wow, that guy figured out a way to make money off of making tables. Wow, that guy found out a way to make YouTube videos and make money. Wow, that guy found out this. But it's always based on your skill set and your interest level. Imagine how pathetic it is to be bored, which is being a boy. Boys are bored. Men, what are they doing? They're producing, they're creating, they're monetizing. Ooh, I'm making that up as I go, honestly. Boys are bored. Men are monetizing. Oh, I love that. I was about to say, I'm going to steal that, but I created it because I'm a creator. And that's what men do. Boys are bored. Men are monetizing. Men are money makers. But how do you make the money? Figure out what am I bad at things? Absolutely, yes. I'm horrible at most things. I'm good at a few things. So I've practiced those skills. I've researched those skills. I've practiced those skills. I've learned to help people with those skills. And then I was able to make money off of that. And guess what? I'm not bored. You're bored. I'm not. I want you, I don't care what you do. I'm a libertarian. I invite you to become like me and not be bored. Not only am I not bored, but I'm making money off of people who are. I invite you to join me. Boys are bored. Men are money makers. Your comments belong right here.